Welcome back to Drinks with Danny and Joe.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Joe. This week we are doing a non-alcoholic drink.
Yes, because we mentioned that we want to do a little bit more non-alcoholic ones.
So I've been kind of keeping my eyes open for drinks. I don't typically go into gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I have to go to the bathroom. Then I'll go in. But for the most part, like I pay at the pump, I get my gas, I go.
Yeah, or you get a monster if you do go in.
Yeah, I don't usually. Like, if you go in, you get me a monster, but I don't usually go in and get me a monster.
No, you're right, yeah. I'm usually the one who goes in because you're pumping gas and I go in.
Yeah, I very rarely go into gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go in a lot because I smoked.
Yeah.
So I would go get cigarettes.
But now you don't smoke anymore.
But I don't smoke, so I have almost no need to go into gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I kind of have a reason to go into gas stations because I'm looking for weird drinks.
Yes. And what did you find this time?
So this time I found, it's called Sidral Mundet.
Mundet? Yeah, I'd say Mundet.
It's an apple-flavored soda.
Hmm.
And it's apparently pretty popular in Mexican culture.
Really?
I did not know, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of this kind.
I've never heard of it. I was like, I've never seen that before. I'm going to get it.
Yeah. I'm sure most people have had the Mexican soda.
Yeah, Jarritos.
Is that what it is?
The one that Violet gets?
Yeah. That all of our kids get.
Yeah.
They're like, give me one. But I think she introduced my kids to it.
Yeah, probably.
So
I introduced her to it.
Did you?
Yeah.
But they are delicious.
Yeah.
Well, and there's the Mexican Coke too, in the bottle, which are delicious.
Yeah.
Isn't the difference between the American Coke and the Mexican Coke is the American Coke has not cane sugar, corn.
High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Mexican sugar doesn't.
Yeah, the Mexican one is cane sugar.
Did I say Mexican sugar?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't think they allow high fructose corn syrup in a lot of places. So if you get sodas from other countries, it usually doesn't have that in it.
The bottle says do not reuse.
Oh yeah, they have to put that because anything with a crimp top, people will save and reuse for beer making.
Oh. This is only 100 calories.
Yeah, it's not super high in calories.
No.
But the problem with it is when you recarbonate, you crimp a new top on there and recarbonate it, the glass is not strong enough for in-bottle carbonation.
Oh.
So it'll explode.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
Mm-mm.
All right, we ready to plop them open?
Open them on up.
Yeah, we actually have to pop them open.
Yeah, we have an actual bottle opener here.
Oh, that was satisfying to hear. You want to hear mine? Let's see. I struggle a little bit more. Mine didn't want to come off.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's give this different soda a try. Cheers.
All right.
Huh.
It's not a super strong flavor.
Mm-mm.
But it is appley.
It's kind of like carbonated apple juice.
I think that's essentially what it is.
Yeah. It's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, it's kind of apple juicy.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked it up because I wanted to see a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically water, sugar, apple juice from concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot in it.
No, there's really not much in it.
So it was made by a guy named Arturo Mundet.
How do you read that? How can you see that?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
But, I already read it. So
okay.
I can look at it and kind of remember.
He has, quite a distance between himself and his laptop. And, I can see that there's stuff written, but I can't read a word of it.
I can kind of read it. It says, the drink was first bottled in 1902 by Arturo Mundet, who was inspired by the traditional cider beverages of his native country.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have other flavors or if it's just the apple.
They have red apple and green apple.
So just apple, basically.
Yeah, I think it's strictly an apple soda.
I feel like this would be really good to have, like, grilling out.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I feel like grilling some burgers or something would be refreshing with the heat.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I don't mind it. It's a little different, but
yeah,
I don't mind it.
Speaking of grilling, I pulled out some chicken drumsticks
Ooh.
to grill.
We need to get some barbecue sauce.
So we should have grilled up our chicken drumsticks and did it with that, if only we knew.
Yeah. Well.
We could have had barbecue chicken and apple soda.
I'm kind of full, though, still.
Yeah, no, but...
So I went, well, I've already posted on our Facebook, Drinks with Danny and Joe. I went...
Look it up, like, share, all that.
Yes, everything.
Okay, that's going to do it for us.
Excuse me.
For this episode.
Yeah, just stop it there. That's it. Okay, bye. I went with my sister and Jacqueline, and we had Mexican food for kind of like a late lunch, early dinner, which was really good. We went to Mr. Cactus, and I got the lunch. Yeah, and I got the lunch special, number 19. I don't exactly remember what it is, but it's delicious. It's like a burrito, and it's got like chicken, bacon, mushrooms, onions, and it's topped with like the queso, and it's got like guacamole, and then there's rice on the side, and I always get queso on my rice, and it's fantastic. But I ate that whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then my sister also got queso for the chips. So then we were eating that, but I ate my whole thing, and I'm just like, and then we went and got Starbucks after. Nadia's like, I want to get a Trenta. I was like, you know what, I'll just get what you get. So I got a Trenta cold brew, and I'm just like trying to sip on that. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of cold
so
brew.
Miserable, yeah. And then we went cake decorating. I've never been cake decorating before, but it was a lot of fun. I also already posted pictures of it on the Facebook, or on Facebook. I did.
Yeah, drop the.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying the Facebook.
Well, because you're saying the Facebook page.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying, not the Facebook like you're 100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went cake decorating. It's an Eeyore cake, and you guys can see it. But while we're there, we're also kind of like eating off the icing, like some of the extra icing. We're just on our fingers,
which is a pleasant sound, and I'm so happy you made it into the microphone.
I'm sorry, I didn't even think about it. But like, the icing and the Mexican food and the coffee, I'm like, ugh. So the cake is still sitting at home with us.
Yeah.
Not eaten.
Not yet.
We have not cut into it yet.
I would have ate it already, but...
Yeah, my tummy is a little miserable at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I ate too much, and then having excessive amounts of icing along with excessive amounts of coffee, which I didn't even finish my coffee. My sister's like, you should get your coffee. I was like, ugh, I'm done. I think I had like a quarter to a third of it left. So she just took it and finished it. But I'm like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It was too much. But the cake decorating was really fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I know my mom, years and years ago, I think, well, she did cake decorating. Like, not as a full-time job, but as a job. Like, at home. Mm-hmm. Like, she made wedding cakes and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And then one of my sisters took a cake decorating class that was like weeks. You would go like several weeks. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of it, you would get like a tackle box full of cake decorating supplies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would like that. They did supply everything for you, basically. They supplied the icing in bags. Mm-hmm. They also gave you icing in a bowl, like a paper bowl.
Mm-hmm. And, like already in the bag, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the icing was already all in like piping bags ready to go. They had a purple, which is the rosettes on top. They had the green and the yellow. And then the icing in the bowl, which is like the top of the icing, and the icing in between the two cakes is blue. Mm-hmm. Like they just put white icing and then put a few blue drops in it. So you actually had to mix up the icing and everything. Mm-hmm. This drink is giving us very much burby gas.
Yeah, it's very carbonated.
It is.
But it's not like bitey like a good bitey Dr. Pepper. It's
no,
like
not really.
Soft carbonation.
Yeah.
But it's making a lot of
bubbles. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they had everything there. They had a little like cake, like our little icing spatula that we have. Mm-hmm. It was like the exact same ones.
Yeah.
So, but they had everything, and they had you kind of draw first what the cake's gonna be. So I guess so then you pretty much have an idea, and like they already had they printed Eeyore on rice paper, mm-hmm. and then put that on fondant. Mm-hmm. So that way it was a little bit more substantial.
Yeah. So did you have to cut that out?
No, that was already pre-cut.
Oh.
Yeah, she cut that out. She was finishing cutting that out when we got there.
That seems like... So I get it. It's cake decorating, whatever. You do your little piping and you do all that stuff. That part, I get. Mm-hmm. But like the Eeyore part, it just seems like... Like, I think that cake would be just as good or better without the weird Eeyore decorations on the side.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Yeah, you signed up for an Eeyore cake, but like the Eeyore part was just stuff printed on rice paper, put on fondant that was cut out by somebody else, and you just stick it to the side.
Yeah.
Like, there's no skill involved in that.
With that part, no.
Yeah.
But the whole, like, because the bottom half of the cake is yellow and the top half is blue, and then you swirl it together and it makes like the tealy color. So, like, having to do that. That part's
cool, but then you cover all that up. Basically.
Yeah, with all the other stuff, because he's got little fences and all this. But it was still fun. And then my rosettes, I feel like my little rosettes on top, my little purple rosettes, they turned out pretty darn good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of those.
Yeah. My mom knows how to make like all kinds of flowers and stuff.
Yeah, I don't. I like
She used to have the little, it looks like a big...
push pin. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do the roses and stuff on top of it, and then you like take them off with a knife and stick them on the thing.
I see people do them with scissors.
Yeah.
Take them off with scissors, so they like do it with scissors. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, she would make stuff like that. And then,
yeah.
I don't know if she has pictures of any of that. If she does, she probably doesn't know where they are, but it'd be cool if maybe we'll ask her and see if she has any.
Yeah. Yeah, we should see. Because that would be cool to see some of her cakes.
Yeah.
So I have started something recently, too.
Is it burping?
God. It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if the apple has something to do with it, too.
I think it's just the carbonation. Mm. It's like probably more natural carbonation, which is probably a little more... stable, so it stays.
Fair enough. But you helped me with it today, something that I recently started.
Yes.
I am starting sourdough, or at least attempting to. So we'll see how it goes, but I got a sourdough starter from one of my friends.
Well, so a mother.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, a mother. And so we fed it already. This was our third day feeding it?
I think so.
I think it was. And I was able to give some to my sister, so hopefully that goes well. But I'm going to feed it again tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to try and bake with it.
Yeah. It looks right now like it's about 1.5 times the size it started, like when I put it in there.
Yeah.
So it's active.
Yeah.
But it's not like super duper active.
You think I should wait?
I don't know. I mean, you could try it. It's not going to hurt anything. You'll just have flatbread if it doesn't work.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the process of doing the sourdough. Like, I want to make the sourdough like actual bread, and then I keep seeing a lot of people make they call it's on TikTok. They talk about using their sourdough discard,
which I take issue with.
You do, because you're like, there's no discard, but that's what they call it. They call it their sourdough's discard. But people make all kinds of like, they'll make muffins, bagels, pastries, pancakes. Like, they make all kinds of stuff, pizza dough out of all of this. And I'm like, I kind of like the idea because with it being sourdough, it's gut healthy, which is better for you. And it's, good health also starts at a good gut.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been saying forever.
Yes.
Like, that's why I bought your dad the sauerkraut thing.
Yeah.
So you can make, because, you buy sauerkraut at the store. There's nothing good in canned sauerkraut from the store.
Yeah.
But if you make it at home, it's just full of good stuff. Like, because it's fermented.
Mm-hmm.
Same with pickles. You can ferment your own hot sauce that's healthy. I guess you could buy, like, olives and ferment your own olives, but that would be a pain.
Yeah, because you'd have to pit them and everything.
Oh, you don't have to pit them. You can just leave the pits.
Oh, no, you have
That's how the rest of the world eats olives.
Yuck. I like them pitted with pimento.
Yeah, because I'm sure that those are probably very gut healthy and not garbage at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, they taste good. Don't get me wrong, but as far as gut health, they're not doing nothing for you.
That's true.
But like every table in Israel had olives on it.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, you get olives and then usually like matzah or something like that.
I'm taking a picture as Joe's talking, so I'm like trying to get a little bit more pictures of us drinking our drinks, and I was going to get one of him too. See, just so we have them.
Mm-hmm. You just want a picture of me with my hat on backwards?
I did.
I know how you roll.
Smack my ass like the drum.
I don't think we need all that. So, but you would have like, hummus, matzah, and olives, basically, on the table at every restaurant.
Just like, kind of like how we have bread here, or chips and salsa. If you go to the
Mexican place, you get chips and salsa. They always have olives and hummus.
That's cool. I really like hummus.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the amount of hummus that I can have, though.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to eat a ton of hummus to be a problem.
That's true. That makes me think of the time with Sex and the City, Samantha. That plant looks really sad.
Oh, yeah, that needs water. I'm going to water it.
Yes.
Please hold.
Okay.
You can continue talking.
I'm sorry. I just happened to look up, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's really sad.
The funny thing is, like, take a picture of this plant.
Okay, got it.
And then we'll take a picture in, like, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that. I got sidetracked because there's a plant behind Joe's head. It's a peace lily, and it just looks really droopy and sad. And I'm like, it just distracted me for a quick second. But as I was saying, the whole hummus thing and the phytoestrogens and estrogens or whatever that's in hummus made me think of Samantha in Sex and the City. Now I can't remember if it's one of the movies or if it's part of the show. I
wouldn't know.
I know you've never seen it.
I've seen some of the show, but not much.
I think it's from one of the movies, but she's literally like eating nothing but hummus to get like the estrogen into her system and stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's like she like wears it, I think, but she's literally eating nothing but hummus just because. Oh, it is the second movie when they go to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, sure.
Because she can't bring her medicine into the country.
Okay.
But yeah, like her hormones and all this stuff, they're not letting her bring it into the country. And so that's why she's like downing all kinds of hummus and stuff to get the estrogen from it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That just made me think of that.
Yeah.
So, we also got a picture of the sad plant. So we watered it real quick and.
Yeah, hopefully it'll perk back up.
Hopefully it just looks really sad.
I mean, you can almost with peace lilies, as long as they're not too far gone, which I don't think that one is. You can sit there and watch them like pop back up.
That's kind of cool.
It's so quick.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see if this one does. I don't know if that one gets a lot of light.
It's a low light plant. That's why I put it over there.
Perfect. That and Squeaker's a little asshole and likes to try and eat it.
Yeah, well, it seems all the cats are joiks.
Not one.
They're all jerks.
Both of them.
Because somebody knocked that box down that has the cups in it.
Yeah, the Bud Husfeld ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they got up there.
Oh, they just boing, boing, boing.
Yeah.
They would have no problem getting up there.
Our stupid gray tabby cat.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
She's a jerk.
Yep.
But I don't know what she was doing. Like, I don't know why she pushed it off the side.
Well, it makes me kind of worry for my owl vase up there now. A little bit.
Well, I mean, it's still up there, so.
Yes, but it's been knocked down before.
It has.
And glued, and I didn't know about it until one day I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, oh my god, we bought this broken. I didn't know it was broken. And she goes, no, I broke it, but I glued it back together. I was like, oh.
I think it was moving the hutch. And it,
and it just fell.
Or I think it was one of the times I was moving the hutch, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, braced against the kitchen cabinets and pushing it with my feet. And I just had to move it, 3 inches, so I didn't really think about it. And I pushed it, and it, all went at once and then stopped suddenly, and it just tumbled right off the side. I was like, crap. Yeah. But, I mean, you can't really tell unless you get right up on it.
Yeah. The only reason why I knew that it was broken was because we moved it, and I grabbed it, and then that's when I noticed.
Yeah, that was a little jagged.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on? And then I was like, oh my god, I literally thought I bought it broken too. I was like, I don't remember it being broken, but I totally bought this broken. And then that's when you told me, nope, I broke it.
Yeah.
But I glued it back together. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least you did that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Shit happens. There's nothing that you could do about it.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah. But, we were talking about gut health and we kind of got sidetracked.
We did. Well, yeah, because...
Yeah, because of the plant.
Because of the plant. The plant got me.
Led to a couple other tangents.
Yeah.
We're trying to be a little more gut healthy, which I've been trying to get you to be a little more gut healthy for a long time.
You've been trying to get me to be a little more healthy in general. And I've been...
Fighting me on it?
I have been. I really have been. But I really need to stop. So, we're going to try our hand out creating more of our own kind of homemade stuff.
Yeah, plus, I'd like to get non-processed wheat so that we can make flour without all the added crap in it and stuff like that. Because it's just the more you read about, if it comes from a cardboard box, it's garbage.
Yeah.
That's basically, at this point, everything in America is garbage. Seems like if it's in a grocery store, they've either doused it in pesticide or it's got, so many chemicals in it that you can't even pronounce and artificial colors, and it's there's nothing good for you unless you make it yourself anymore.
You know the rule of thumb for grocery stores, right?
Yeah, stay on the outside. Mm-hmm. But even on the outside, all the fruits and vegetables have been treated with something.
Yeah.
They're,
Shop your local farmer's market, guys.
They're made to last a long time. I don't even think you can buy heritage corn unless you buy it from a farmer's market or something.
What's heritage corn?
Original types of corn.
Oh.
Everything's been modified to, increase production, and most of it, it's not. The corn you eat now is not the corn that the people that came on the Mayflower would have ate. It doesn't even very closely resemble the same plant
that the Native Americans offered to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's just been changed too much.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can still get, older types of corn, popping corn and corn for milling and sweet corn and stuff like that. You can get older varieties that haven't been modified. But they have to be grown in seclusion for them because it's so easy to modify corn. Because if it gets within a mile of other corn, it can get, like, the pollen from the other corn will get blown to it.
Yeah.
And it'll change it.
Mm.
So the next time you plant it from those seeds, it'll be a different corn.
Okay.
So there's only a couple that were grown in enough seclusion where they weren't modified by other corns around them.
Well, corn's not super good for you anyway.
Not anymore.
No. Corn syrup.
Well, high fructose corn syrup is not good for you. Corn syrup is fine. It's the modified corn syrup that's the problem. Same with starch. Corn starch, fine. Modified corn starch is no good.
Oh.
Because they take the good things out of it and just leave you with the filler, so you eat it and then you feel full for a minute and then you're not full because it just goes right through you.
And then you're hungry, so then you eat more and then you buy more.
Yes. It's exactly why they serve soda at fast food restaurants. Did you know this?
Mm-mm.
When you eat a burger, your mouth gets coated with the fat from the burger, which makes you not hungry. But soda, specifically, with its sweetness and the carbonation and the acidity, washes that grease out of your mouth, so you keep eating.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's kind of like not on purpose, but also very much on purpose.
They're just greedy bastards.
Well, they just figured out that if you have something to wash the fat out of your mouth, then you stay hungry longer and you eat more.
You know, a lot of Europeans don't necessarily drink with their food.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't really drink when I eat.
I do.
Like, I don't, like, take a bite and take a drink, take a bite, take a drink. Like, I'll drink my drink, but not while I'm eating.
It was worse when I was a kid. I would go through, like, cups and cups and cups of water, soda, whatever we would have, like, at restaurants and stuff, to the point that I filled up on my drink.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else that does that.
Not my son. To where I would fill up on my drink and then food came and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I would do that all the time. Now if I get like one refill, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of changed throughout the years for me. And I don't know exactly why. It just kind of has.
Yeah. I think for me, the idea of going to a restaurant and paying a bunch of money for food and then not eating it drives me up a freaking wall.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't matter who. If it's you, if it's the kids, it doesn't matter. If you go to a restaurant and you don't enjoy the experience of the restaurant because you filled up on soda or chips or whatever, and then you just get a box and your entire meal goes into the box and you take it home with you, it's just a waste because it's not going to be as good reheated.
Yeah.
And if you were just going to fill up on chips, why did we buy you a meal? So for me, that's one of those things. Like, you go to the restaurant for the experience. If you're not going to enjoy the experience, don't go to the restaurant. Yeah. It's the same with being on your phone at the restaurant.
Oh, that bothers me.
No.
Get off your phone.
Yeah, we're here to have an experience, not to stuff our faces and scroll Instagram or whatever.
Yeah. If you're by yourself, sure, go for it. But when you're with other people,
Even by myself, I don't want to be on my phone the whole time.
See, I am, because I don't want people to come talk to me.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, I definitely don't want people to come talk to me.
Yes.
But I also, once again, am paying for an experience. Like, you pay extra to eat at a restaurant.
Yes.
If you're just going to be on your phone, take that shit and go home.
Yeah. I've taken myself out by myself, I think, once, maybe twice. I know at least once. I've done it once. I did it in Texas. I took myself out. I went to Olive Garden. I got the soup, salad, and breadsticks. And I got a glass of wine. And I brought a book. And I just enjoyed myself. But the thing is I had so many people come talk to me that I couldn't fully enjoy myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it was frustrating. I'm like, stop talking to me. Like, people at the next table, they'll be like, oh my gosh, are you by yourself?
Oh, see, I won't sit at a table at a restaurant.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself. Like, if I go to the Olive Garden by myself, I'm sitting at the bar.
Yeah, I didn't think about sitting at the bar. I just wanted to enjoy myself, but not, like, I just wanted to read my book.
Yeah, I also wouldn't go to Olive Garden to read a book.
I just wanted to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
When I worked at Applebee's, when I was 18, a couple decades ago,
mm-hmm.
which
was not necessary to specify, but okay.
I don't know. It just makes me sad. There was a lady who came in every Sunday. She always sat in my section. I don't know if she specifically asked for my section or if that's, or just kind of how it always seemed to happen that she would get into my section.
Mm-hmm.
But she would come Sunday mornings. And she would get a glass of wine and the spinach artichoke dip and read her book.
Mm-hmm.
She'd get maybe 2 glasses of wine, I think, the whole time. She was there a couple hours. And I'm like, I want to do that. So that's why I did that. That's why I tried it.
Yeah.
But people just kept talking to me. I'm like, stop talking to me. And then eventually I pulled out my phone and started playing on my phone, and then people stopped talking to me. It's like, just because I have a book out doesn't mean I'm free reign to talk to.
I mean, apparently it does, because
I need to work on my RBF a little bit better because people just tend to talk to me. Like, whenever we go to Walmart and those people are there about the internet,
mm-hmm.
I'm like, they will rope me in. So
you know they talk to everybody, right? Like, that's their job.
I know, but
you just don't ignore them or brush them off.
No, I'm really bad about it.
Yeah. So
that's why I'm like, I go on the other side of Joe, so Joe has to be the one who talks to them.
Yeah, and I'm rude.
You are. You're like, no.
Who's your internet provider? I'm like, I'm good.
Well, the last lady, you said T-Mobile. She goes, well, how much are you paying for that?
Yeah, she was persistent.
Yes, and then we told her, and she goes, oh, well, that's a better deal than what I was going to offer you. And then she gave you like a fist bump.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we got a good deal. Prior military.
Yeah.
Good deals work.
Well, that's one of those things where, like, I didn't horribly mind that, because at least she wasn't like, well, you know, you can get the same deal with us, and it's better service or whatever.
Right.
Like, she's just like, yeah, we can't compete with that. Good job.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that, but it's the ones that are like, oh, you know, there's, if you go with this one, there's, like, less outages and blah, 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 and they're trying to sell you on it, and they're, like, not taking no for an answer. Those are the people I can't deal with.
Well, it also makes me remember. It reminds me of the people in, like, the mall or
in the kiosks.
Yeah, that are like, here, try this. You know, because I've done that, like the Dead Sea stuff. I think you said you've bought it before.
Oh yeah, I spent a bunch of money on that shit.
Yeah,
and it's like the exact same stuff you can buy. You can buy it at like Walmart for like $1.
Yeah, I've bought that stuff before too because they give you their whole pitch, and then like I'm like, oh god. So then, yes, I'll buy stuff.
See, I don't feel bad about them giving the pitch. That's their job.
Yeah.
So they can give me the pitch till they're blue in the face. I'm still not going to buy their garbage unless I want it.
Yeah.
But I think the Dead Sea stuff I bought as a present.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, this is a little nicer, and it comes like in nice packaging. So.
I mean, I liked it.
It still could be cheaper.
Yeah, your gift was not for me, by the way.
No.
I bought my own. And this was before we even knew each other.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it, but it was expensive, and it wasn't something I was going to keep up with.
Yeah.
That, and I'm a little bit sensitive, so I want to say there was one that made me break out, but
no.
I mean, I've always been fairly sensitive with my skin, so
yeah.
Yeah. It's probably because I don't have good gut health.
Yeah, probably. It all starts with gut health.
It does. If your face is constantly breaking out, you don't have good gut health.
I've had good gut health since I was 16-ish, I guess.
You think so?
I've not broken out since I was 16-ish.
Oh, well, you get the occasional little tiny pimple on your back.
Yeah.
It's like one, and then I'm all over it.
Yeah. Well, because, like, you know, maybe not every teenager, but most teenagers at some point have acne.
I did.
But I had it for like 6 months, a year maybe. And it was gone.
My acne was like the little bumps on my forehead. Like I had a bunch of those little like just bumps on my forehead. It wasn't like pimples, but it was enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
And I used all kinds of like face wash and stuff would dry me out. Stuff would make me break out more. And it was just a vicious cycle until one of my friends, like I used to cleanse my face morning and night and I would still break out. Didn't matter what I used. And then I started using CeraVe. I did the CeraVe cleanser morning and night. And then I would use like the lotion too. Well, I was still breaking out. And then one of my friends was like, well, stop using the cleanser both morning and night. Just do one. So I would use it at night. Still, same thing. Then she goes, just rinse your face with water. And I started doing that, rinsing my face with water and just putting my lotion on over that. My face breaks out less.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
What I do is I wash my face in the shower. And that's it.
I know. But I also put makeup on.
So do I.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Is that why my makeup runs out?
No. I have my own.
Do you?
Yeah.
You hide it well.
Yeah. I'm wearing it right now, look.
That's called a beard?
Yeah. Man makeup.
Man makeup?
Yeah.
God. You're ridiculous.
Makes my face look better.
I mean, a lot of men look better with beards.
Yeah.
But I like beards.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, I liked you without the beard too when you shaved it off.
I didn't.
It was weird to see you without it, but I didn't mind it.
Yeah. I don't think you enjoyed it.
I love you better with the beard.
Well, that's rude.
I like you better with the beard.
That's fair.
I mean,
loving me better with a beard is a little...
Okay, fine.
Conditional.
I love you, but I like the beard.
Anyway, keep that in mind. Gut health, very important. Mexican apple soda, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. And we'll post some pictures of the soda, us drinking it.
Yeah.
We'll get a picture of the sourdough. Wow, I think it's grown more already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's about time for it to get real active and then die off.
Yeah. We'll get a picture of that too for you guys so you can see the the starter. Yeah. Squeaker has joined us at the table and all we see is like the top part of her face. So.
All right. So look us up on Facebook, Instagram,
Spotify, Podcast Addict.
Spotify, Podcast Addict, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio.
Anywhere that
YouTube.
You typically listen to podcasts at.
Yep.
Like, share, give us a suggestion.
If you know a weird soda, let us know. We'll try to get it.
All right, guys. Well, have a good week.
Goodbye.
Bye.